Good afternoon. Today we will talk about Middle East business opportunities, GMB and registration obstacles. My name is Mahmoud Al Qawasmeh. I am an executive consultant for regulatory affairs and GMB in MENA region. I am a pharmacist. I graduated from Jordan University of Science and Technology 1999. I worked in pharmaceutical companies in UAE, KSA, and Jordan markets. I worked in governmental hospitals in Jordan. I worked in Jordan FDA as GMB inspector since 2010. I inspected all Jordanian pharmaceutical companies. I inspected most Jordanian medical device and cosmetic companies. I was an inspection team leader to inspect many pharmaceutical companies in UAE, Tunisia, Egypt, Cyprus, Germany, India, China, and Korea. I participated in many registration committees. I participated in manufacturing site accreditation committees in Jordan FDA. I am now working as an executive consultant for regulatory affairs and GMB in KIDI since 2015. I have made many consultations and contracts for Korean companies. Today we will talk about guidelines for manufacturing sites approval. We will talk about documents to be submitted for site approval. We will talk about reference countries. We will talk about drug registration process flow and manufacturing site accreditation committee. We will talk about GMB and how to hold inspection, areas of inspection, general findings in inspection, and finally points to be reviewed. The guidelines for approval of manufacturing site. Any medicinal product are not marketed in Jordan or MENA region without marketing authorization by the authorities like Jordan FDA. Marketing authorization is not approved without assessment of registration dossier for quality, safety, and efficacy. Marketing authorization cannot be given before approval of manufacturing site. The documents submitted for Jordan FDA prior to site approval are site master file, GMP certificate, manufacturing license, letter of appointment of a local agent, agency registrar, certificate of pharmaceutical product from the country of origin, 2 CBBs from 2 different reference countries, or 1 CBB from US FDA, EMEA, Japan, and Canada. CBBs for biological products are dealt product per product. The reference countries are Austria, Australia, Belgium, Canada, EMEA as central registration, Finland, France, Germany, Japan, Netherlands, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, United Kingdom, and United States of America. The process for drug registration. An appointment with the registration officer must be taken. He will check the data. If the data are accepted and completed, he will go and give him application number and date. If not, if there is any missing documents or missing data, he will ask him to bring it and take appointment for second time. When given an application number and date, the data will be reviewed by drug registration department for administrative parts, certificates, and labeling. Then reviewed by technical committee for preclinical, clinical indications, bioavailability, BSUR, ABI, and finished product quality review. If everything is okay, it will go for the pricing department and a registration and pricing certificate will be issued. If there is missing documents, a deficiency letter will be issued and the time will be held until the response comes from the applicant. So, after drug application, he will be put on queue for the manufacturing site approval to come and for the bioequivalence approval to come. Then a scientific assessment will start, waiting for the lab assessment and analysis. The approval will send the product to the pricing committee and registration certificate will be issued. If not, they will issue a refusal certificate and the applicant have the right for objection. He has 30 days from day of refusal. The committee will have a meeting within 30 days and send him final decision, even approval or refusal. Ensuring the use of quality of generics, the approved line of production from the accreditation of pharmaceutical site committee, they will wait for approval of bioequivalence study from bioequivalence studies committee. They will wait for the lab test from the QC lab, then send it to the technical committee for the registration of generic drugs. If approved, it will go for drug pricing and a CBB will be issued, and post-marketing and pharmacovigilance and lab test will be followed. The Manufacturing Sites Accreditation Committee, it is assigned by Jordan FDA. The members are from local pharmaceutical industry, from the Faculty of Pharmacy at universities, and Jordan FDA. The main task is to review the stated documents of the new manufacturing sites or new lines. The manufacturing site accreditation, the subsequent committee recommendations will be one of the four. Even they will ask for more documents to make a clear decision. Even they will reject the approval of the site. Even they will approve, accredit the site. Even they will ask for inspection to approve or reject the site. What is GMB? GMB is the system for ensuring that products are consistently produced and controlled according to quality standards. It is designed to minimize the risks involved in any pharmaceutical production that cannot be eliminated through testing of the final product. Why GMB is important? Because poor quality medicines are a health hazard or a waste of money for governments and individuals. How does it apply? GMB covers all aspects of production, from the starting materials, premises, and equipment to the training and personnel hygiene of staff. A detailed written procedures are essential for each process that could affect the quality of the finished product. There must be systems to provide documented proof that correct procedures are consistently followed at each step in the manufacturing process, every time a product is made. GMB always help boost export opportunities. Most countries will only accept import medicines that have been manufactured to internationally recognized GMB. Governments seeking to promote their country's export of pharmaceuticals, they can do so by making a GMB mandatory for all pharmaceutical production sites, and they do training for their inspectors in GMB requirements. When to hold inspection? For the approval of a new manufacturing site, for the approval of new production line, new dosage form, for routine inspection, follow-up inspection, and inspection upon receiving complaints from market. How to hold inspection? Inspections are conducted according to specific guidelines like Arab GMB, WHO GMB, EU GMB, and US FDA GMB by inspection team. GMB regulations are having the force of law. How to hold inspection? All relevant documents and the previous inspection reports should be reviewed. All components of GMB and quality systems, including process, should be covered as a checklist. Inspectors during inspection use visual observation, review new data, traceability of documentation, and employees' direct interviews. The inspection findings are reviewed on a daily basis and discussed thoroughly with the company's technical team. Final wrap-up meeting takes place at the end of each inspection. The inspection step starts from the review of plant layouts like personnel flow, material flow, and then the review of organization charts. Starting by the warehouse, they will inspect the receiving area, the sampling area, the quarantine area, stock control, rejected materials, printed materials, and SOPs. For the production, they will check the personnel and material flow, the dispensary, manufacturing process and operations, IPC, equipment, packaging operations, change parts control, hygiene and cleanliness and line clearance, SOPs and records. Quality control. They will check the specifications, test methods, reporting, sampling methods, OOS reports, investigation, microbiology lab, QC instruments, stability chambers and reports, retained samples, SOPs and records, and reference standards. Quality assurance is the most important part in any inspection. They will check the organization and responsibilities, documentation system, change control, training, internal audits, product recalls, product complaints, batch record review and release, signature records, contract manufacturing or analysis, wastewater and chemical treatment. For the utilities and engineering like water treatment system, HVAC system, compressed air system and other utilities, they will check the preventive maintenance program, calibration program and reports, SOPs and records. Validation like master plan, qualification of equipment, qualification of utilities, process validation, cleaning validation, and analytical method validation. General findings of different inspections mainly are lack of SOPs, lack of proper labeling and identification, improper documentation and batch records, lack of printed materials, approved samples in batch record, job descriptions are not clear, lack of cleanliness and general maintenance, lack of documented training programs and records. Points must be reviewed. Communication, example, between KIDI and company. We used to have no response from many companies. Their answer was, busy now, call us later. The understanding between company and culture, like MENA culture, they should reply in the right way and the right time. They should manage some special requests like samples, FOCs. They should know the special guidelines like halal. An example, a company Y refused to get the CE mark for 5 products which could cost $500,000 and they lost a $5 million per year contract. Company Z refused to expose COC for classification. Follow up between company and partner. Company X, after finalizing the contract, they didn't want to have inspection. Details, company and partner, they should show some flexibility in the contract. They should give authority to people in charge. And they must be open to all business models like agency, joint venture, MAH, or any other business models. Success stories. I have inspected LG Chem and they passed inspection from Jordan. I have inspected Hunes and they passed inspection from Jordan and KSA. And I have inspected SK Plasma, so they passed inspection from Egypt, Iran, and Turkey so far. The inspected companies were Sinil, Curachem, LG Chem, SK Plasma, Colmar, Hunes, Samgen, and Pennex. Thank you very much. For any inquiry, please contact me at this email and number. Thank you very much.